Reaction time is important while driving because very often it's a deciding factor between life and death. Being able to stop fast enough could result in you saving your own life by not crashing, or saving someone else's life by not hitting them. Car crashes are a big problem because according to the CDC, an average of 90 people die in car accidents every day, and in 2015, motor vehicle crashes cost the nation 44 billion. According to the DMV, the average driver has a reaction time of 0.75 seconds. Things like loud music can increase your reaction time by 0.12 seconds. Having your phone out is one of the worst things you could do while driving because it increases your reaction time by a ton, and you're literally not paying attention to the road. This guy was on his phone while driving and was listening to very loud music, so he didn't see the pedestrian, and was later charged with murder, spending the rest of his life in prison. Average speed is a scalar quantity. It's defined as the total distance traveled divided by the total time it took to cover that distance. The two cities are 60 miles apart. At the beginning, the car is moving slowly, then it moves really fast, then it goes at a middle pace towards the end. Even though at different points in the journey the speed is different, the average can be calculated using this formula. This is what happens when drivers don't calculate their braking distances. The driver tried to stop right before the person and just ran them over because they didn't account for braking distance. Braking distance is the distance traveled until you come to a complete stop after the brakes have been applied to a moving vehicle. The distance increases exponentially, and here are some examples of braking distances of certain speeds and how you'd calculate them. If you have a car that's moving at 50 miles an hour and you want to calculate its braking distance, you would use the formula where you take the first digit of the speed in miles per hour, you divide it by 2, and then you multiply it by the speed. So in the case of 50 miles per hour, it would be 5 divided by 2 times 50 equals 2.5 times 50 equals 125 feet braking distance. And 125 feet is 38 meters. When you want to calculate the reaction distance, you have to consider that the average driver has a reaction time of 3/4 of a second, which includes the decision making and having to press down brake. Then you would take 50 miles an hour, you divide it by 60 minutes to find out how many miles per minute. Then you take the miles per minute, 0.83. You divide it by 60 and you get zero point 0.1 miles a second. After that, you take the miles per second and you multiply it by 0.75 to find 3/4 of a second. And then that number at 50 miles an hour is 55 feet or 16.74 meters. To find the total braking and reaction distance, you would just have to add them, which in this case would be 16.74 plus 38.1, which is 54.84. In the graph, it says it would be 53 meters, and we're only away by 1.84.
That's all, folks. Thank you, and have a nice day.